You're a bigot for thinking that this isn't real, Pantelis.
No, but
you're a bigot for thinking that this is not a real moon landing. How dare you? Look at these proud people of their accomplishments.
Look at him. That's
You are undermining their entire useless operation.
Sherman Helmsley there from. Look at him. Yeah.
From the secretary.
Oh, look, that's Dylan from the CRA.
Okay, now
welcome to another episode of the Intellectuals.
Hey!
By the way, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm very happy for this man. Shaking hands, eh?
So ridiculous.
Which one of these guys is Billy Bob Thornton?
Big Mama Durke over there.
No, who was it?
This is so crazy.
What's it called? Chandran?
The amount of hair dye.
Chandayan.
The amount of hair dye in that room. There's only one man with white hair. Everyone else has shoe polish in their hair. So which one is the Ed Harris? Which one is the
Look, this one
Billy
on
Bob
camera.
Thornton?
Did you see that? How they kept running to the camera? Yes, yes, thumbs up.
So that's mission control, right? How come the ship behind them in the photograph doesn't look like the one that
when they do thumbs up and they go yes, and their head wobbles, do their thumbs wobble also?
That's racist.
Bro, this is so funny.
The Guardian. So
absurdly
Pantelis, you're saying that is a possibility. It is not an Indian spacecraft landing on the moon?
I will, just in case somebody missed it. Just in case somebody missed it, okay?
Okay.
This is on the right there. That is not a spacecraft. This is PS1 level, not even graphics.
How dare you bigot?
Okay, you know the jets at the bottom? Shouldn't they be making holes in the craters? Like,
What are the jets are moving instantly, but the rest isn't. None of this is making any sense.
But
this is clearly, I guess they're trying to represent this is what it would look like.
But isn't there a dust?
It feels like someone.
Okay, that's what it would. That's a rendition. Then.
It feels like someone was playing Tetris.
Look, bro. All I know is I'm very angry that for 4 days that was considered real, and they kept defending that it was real. And then the second people started making fun of them on TikTok, they're like, "No, actually, it's a rendition of what it would have looked like."
But that's not how they presented it the first time.
No,
Have you
they
guys
have the president there watching. He's like, "Look at how amazing that is."
So, okay, going back to the early 60s,
Yeah.
USA and Russia were having a space race
Yes.
to basically flex their muscles.
Yeah.
Who had the bigger cock?
Or the bigger rocket,
Yeah.
which is a phallic symbol.
Exactly.
So USA won that, allegedly, because some people will say they staged it. Some people believe it. I personally believe it. But
You believe the landing, or you believe they staged it?
I believe the landing. But I can see that's the thing. I want to believe the landing. But if you watch the body language of John Glenn,
We're watching your body language right now. Go on.
and John Glenn and Neil Armstrong, these guys are the most famous men on the planet. They flew to the moon and they come back and they're talking to the cheering crowds and they're like this.
They weren't happy.
Isn't that weird?
Maybe they saw some shit up there.
No, it was more like the way it looks. This is the way it looks, but this is what he means. Who should I look for? What were their names again?
Neil Armstrong, body language.
But were his arms strong?
What's the name of the third guy on the moon?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Because he's right. I remember seeing this.
That was
When
maybe Buzz Aldrin.
it was the Apollo 11 conference.
Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah, because they look Poseidon. You know, like when your mom forces you to do something you don't want to do. That's what it
Like,
looks
come
like.
talk to this aunt on the phone, basically, that I've never met in my life.
They're talking to
And
their Aunt Maria in the village. That
this
they've
is in
never
the
met.
60s, so they're not used to there being footage being recorded of
Yeah,
them.
so it's
At the
it's a
time, I
nightmare.
understand why you would get fooled.
There, that's the happiest man in the world, bro.
Oh.
Bro, that guy just landed on the moon. Does he
That's-
look like he won the Stanley Cup or what? Look at that.
Bro, the guy has jet lag, bro. The guy fucking
Hold on,
traveled all
there's the other
the
guys.
Period be extended if everything goes real well.
Yeah, look at the smiles.
Well, I have two different ways of listening to Neil and Buzz while they are in the LEM and also while they're out on the lunar surface.
This is before or after they went?
This is after.
Direct radio contact.
See, so you see, Chris Hadfield, for
It looks
example.
like before. There's no way this is after. They look so sad.
Chris,
Okay, pause.
If this was after, they'd be
Pause.
like, bro.
Chris Hadfield went to the space station. You
you're
saw
all-
Chris
you're all
Hadfield happy.
scumbags. These men traveled millions of
Hold
kilometers.
on, Poseidon, let me hear what they're saying.
As such, as I said earlier, I hope to determine whether I can see the limb from 60 miles up, and in addition, I hope to get some details.
No, this is before. This is before. Yes, there's
you
no
have to
way,
show the
bro.
one after.
There's no way because
Yeah,
they look so happy. They
No,
look
no,
so pissed off.
No, this is accurate because they'd be like, "This is important.
So
Let's
this
be
was
serious."
before?
Yeah. The one after. It's the one after that. Now we just.
My joke doesn't work
I look
anymore.
like an intellectual now, don't I?
Well,
okay,
you are one.
so now the space race is on between India and whom?
Everyone.
Who did they want to prove to that they're capable? That's their thing.
I guess, yeah.
Because they call me and tell me that I owe money to the Canada Revenue Agency.
It's the same people.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Right. So they
You found the clip after?
This is the one I think Guido's talking about. Is this the one, Guido?
looks like it's the same day.
Some of the details of that final month of July that was.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is suspicious.
Of course, before we could undock, as is shown in this picture, we had to complete the activation. Now, the day before we undocked...
Bro, they're even sadder than before they went.
Yeah. It looks
It
like...
said prior to the flight predicted that
Yeah. These guys are national heroes right now. I mean, they are, but right there at that moment. Where's
How
the
dare you scumbags.
Oh, and then the audio cuts off for a nice while.
These men traveled
They look
millions.
like they're on trial.
They traveled millions of kilometers. They come back, they have jet lag, and they get thrusted onto national television. What do you expect?
Technically, miles, because they're American.
Look, man.
They don't have no kilometer.
There's a lot of weird, suspicious shit with a space shit. There's a lot of videos of
Space
astronauts
jam.
who are supposedly in space at the International Space Station, but they're using like CGI and shit.
Oh no, I kind of believe that. That's pretty
And, like,
clear.
shit
Chris
disappearing.
Hadfield doing David Bowie there.
It's
That's,
like-
did you see Chris Hadfield ring out
But
a
if it's-
guinea, a rag, while at the
rag?
space station?
No.
It was okay. Chris Hadfield washcloth. If you want to see it, it's he takes
I don't want his
a
washcloth.
towel, but a space towel is like a hockey puck because it has to be like compressed because of there's no room in there. And he takes it and takes a bag of space water and says, "What would happen if you wet a washcloth in space?" He poured the water all over and never came off. It was really fucking freaky. That's space, man. He's there.
He's a spaceman.
Yeah, but what I mean is why like some of them you could tell it's kind of like suspicious.
No, the astronaut girl with the hair in the air like that, like Bride of Frankenstein. That's because she's in space. The space station, I believe. I'm not sure about the moon.
Speaking of space, did you guys see this? I sent you a video on TikTok, my boy.
Yes.
Have you seen how they're developing weapons in space now? And China has like apparently hundreds of weaponized satellites
Wait, they're
in space.
developing them in space?
No, they've developed and launched, and they're ready to go.
Oh, we've always had space weapons.
And
I believe
apparently the U.S.
You can kind of see them.
So,
Oh, radio station. Change station.
Oh, that's so weird.
Oh, that's the
98.5
government. That's the government coming after
98.5
us.
FM.
how crazy is that?
That is weird.
And then I think the
That is,
U.S.
it sounds like Mission Control is
How
talking to
crazy
us.
is that?
Oh, that's a sound you just put.
No. Every sound that's coming from the computer now that we're watching that video,
Sounds like that video.
Really?
I swear to God,
There's no way.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's suspicious.
Well, they have space telescopes
You're
that are
fucking
probably
with
watching
I'm not.
this.
I'm thinking of stopping the recording and restarting
Are
everything.
you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
We'll be
and
right
restart.
back after this.
All right, so we're back on this episode of The Intellectuals after the CIA and FBI
That's unnecessary.
attacked us
No.
via cyber
We
attack.
went to space for a second and we came back.
Yeah.
That was weird, though. I'm
It
gonna
was
admit that
very
that's-
suspicious. That's never happened. It's very weird.
Do you want to give people a little idea of what happened?
They saw it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they saw the beginning of it, then they didn't know the troubleshooting we did.
Yeah.
But essentially, we had a situation here for the first time ever that occurred when we were talking about the moon landing being fake.
To give people, put people in context there, I reminded me of the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, where you hear that sound and that we heard some mysterious sound.
Yeah, the audio completely cut
We've
out from all the
never heard
videos.
before.
We couldn't. Every YouTube video would play after had that same sound.
Space static.
We basically stopped recording and it played again. It kept playing.
Yeah.
We had to restart the computer. It did it again, and all of a sudden it's
The computer was stuck on a screen.
Yeah, it was stuck on some weird screen.
So, like I was saying, the moon landing happened, and I don't believe the.
Yes, or
say what you will about
American
Guido.
government.
Say what you will about both these guys. They're a bunch of pushover pussies that are scared of the government. I'll tell you right here, 9/11 was an inside job.
Moon landing is fake.
The moon landing is 100% fake. And check into World Trade Center Building 7. Building 7.
The Earth is fucking
let
flat.
the record
The Earth
show.
is not flat. The Earth is not flat. That is a psyop for dummies. The Earth is not flat.
I believe a bunch of crazy fucks flew into the Trade Center. I believe in the terrorist Mohammed Atta theory.
You believe in the terrorists?
No, I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, no, there were terrorists. That's not being debated.
Oh, you mean okay.
You're making up your own arguments.
Yes.
I like it when people do that. It's annoying, but it's fun.
I do remember the Building 7. Like I said, you've heard that I have told you before that I was there in New York, in Brooklyn at the time. And that day we had no TV for the longest time after, I guess because freaking antenna was on the World Trade Center, after like 9 a.m. Then finally we started to get local channels a little bit, CBS and ABC. And I remember listening to ABC, Peter Jennings, who's no longer with us.
Pietro Genino.
And he said at 5 p.m., I was watching it live, he said, and there goes Building 7. I remember him specifically going, and there goes, like as if they were expecting it to fall at some point.
Well, they were.
And
then there was a whole Pentagon airplane crash shit.
to speak about the kilometer, that's probably almost a kilometer away from the other.
Bro, not just that. There was even the interview they did with Larry Silverstein, the guy who
Owned the lease.
of the World Trade Centers.
Yeah.
So he tried to, he took out a big insurance policy
Just
on
before.
2 months before on terrorism. But then when it happened, he tried to take 2 settlements, claiming that it was 2 separate attacks because it was 2 planes.
That's funny.
I remember
But
him.
also on interview, he said about Building 7, we made the decision to pull it,
Yeah.
which is a term.
Bruh.
we pulled
is
it.
a term.
But how quickly did they get it to, so that was already set up with demolition stuff.
Yeah,
and it fell just like the other 2, which you're saying was not set up. Clearly they were.
But he said we pulled it. I
He
remember
said
him
we made
saying
the decision
that,
to pull it. Hold on. I'm going to find this because I remember watching documentaries about this.
Suspicious. So, but his 2 claims, finally, did he get just 1 claim or 2 claims?
Oh, he got 1. They told him to go fuck himself.
Oh, okay.
No.
He tried the cocksucker. What was his name?
Larry
Larry
Silverstein.
Silverstein.
Oh, it makes sense. He went for 2.
Oh, you see what you did there? You see what you did there?
I get it. I don't blame the guy. Honestly, it's like asking a lion not to lion. You know, it's in his nature to
Asking
go for
a lion not to lion.
You know?
Asking a lion not to roar.
Yeah. You know?
Have you ever looked at this movie called Roar?
Nope.
Okay, it's one of the most dangerous movies ever made.
Rawr.
I think Goldie Hawn, of all people, or somebody like that is
I
in
love
it.
Goldie Hawn. Can we just say that? To me,
Yeah.
she's America's sweetheart.
She is wonderful. I think she was in it as a kid, or no, I'm sorry. Melanie Griffith, or one of them. It's a guy decides to just put a bunch of lions in a house and put a family there with them. And that's it. It's called a roar. People got hurt a lot.
Really?
It's called a roar.
had always been considered the starting
Should check
point
that out.
for
Why are you shaking the
rebuilding
table?
of
Because I'm
the
scared of
Lions.
Call from
There's no lions here.
NASA.
We've had such terrible loss of life.
Oh.
The smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision. to
Yeah, that's
pull.
him.
I said, we've had such
That is
terrible
him.
loss
He's
of life.
absolutely right.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain
look at
the
it.
fire.
Yeah, it's Building
I said,
7.
we've had such terrible loss of life.
Listen.
Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it.
Okay.
And they
So
made that decision. to
So
pull.
listen.
They
now, if
made
you're
that
wondering,
decision.
if you're wondering why, okay, so they say that they brought it down. Why is that a big deal, right? I'll tell you why. Because this is the official 9/11 report that Bush, Cheney, all. Number 1 does not include Building 7. Number 2, when they talk about it, does not say that it was a controlled demolition, that it was pulled. So even though the guy that owns it says we made the decision to take it down,
In the 9/11
the officials-
Commission.
the 9/11 Commission does not say that.
Wow.
Because you're not supposed to say that, because if you say the controlled demolition, the way it went down the same way as the other 2 buildings. So the only 3 buildings in history that collapsed as if it was a controlled demolition due to fire, the only 3 happening the same day is very suspicious. Because other buildings that have been hit by fucking planes don't go down like that. They don't go down like controlled demolition.
What about in Vegas when they knocked down those casinos?
What about it?
I mean, that takes time for them to set up.
I know, but you're arguing
because I'm
different
looking
things.
At other controlled demolitions.
That's what we're saying. It went down like a controlled demolition. It didn't go down like a plane hit or fire hit. It didn't fall apart. It didn't go in another way. It all went neatly down. It's a controlled demolition.
The only ones in history that fell because of an issue.
The only buildings that fell free fall that due to fire, quote unquote, in history, the only 3 happened on the same day.
Are those?
That's it. That's not how buildings go down because of fire.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got some kind of skeleton left over of the building.
Because it falls over.
Even old buildings.
That's what I'm saying. Older buildings have been hit by bigger planes.
Yeah. Older buildings, older buildings have had insane fires, and there's still a skeleton.
Planes like Cessnas and things have flown into buildings.
Let's say it happened once, right? Okay, the one Trade Center for some reason fell like that. Then the second one the exact same way, and then Building 7, which no plane hit, the exact same way.
Yeah,
and
maybe
Building
the
7,
controlled one would have fallen a bit different because it was controlled.
And Building 7 and buildings. You don't know what a controlled demolition is. I've just realized that's what the problem is.
What it should have cut. They both fell straight, perfect.
But Building 7, who also they denied, they go, oh no, it's not a controlled demolition. The guy who owned the building admitted on camera that they made the decision to pull it. And that's why it fell like a controlled demolition. First of all, if you made the decision to pull it, how did you have all that stuff set up in time so you could
That's all I was
demolish
trying to say, is that it takes time to set up shit to make
this
building
was a
fall.
planned thing
Dude,
for months.
So suspicious.
So from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., they put a bunch of explosives in there. And by 5 p.m., that's when it fell?
But it's not just that. There was a lot of
weeks.
suspicious shit. There was
It was weeks ago they set it up. What do you think? You can't do a day of, bro.
I'm talking about in the stuff that's missing from the commission
Weren't
report.
they also doing
They said like it's included in the terrorism.
It's not included, Building 7.
He said he pulled it.
He said he pulled it. The official 9/11 report does
Does
not
not
about Building
say.
7.
Yeah.
What did they say?
They pretend it never happened. They don't talk about it.
Weren't they-
Because if you talk about Building 7, it ruins the whole story of the other 2 buildings. Because the way they collapsed is super suspicious, but you go, okay, they're both almost identical buildings. It was jet fuel, it was the plane, whatever. This is what happened, okay? But then you talk about the third one that wasn't hit by a plane, fell the same way, like a controlled demolition. How is that possible? Now, like, you're winning the lottery every week for 3 weeks. The government's going to start asking questions, right? If you win the lottery 3 times in a row.
Right.
Once you're lucky, 2 is, let's say, whatever, it's suspicious. 3 times, it's a conspiracy.
Okay, so there was not one human being in that commission who tried to ask about 7, and they just denied the person.
Are you joking?
No, there was,
Do you
right?
not remember this? Not even close. Dude, they allowed, because George Bush kept saying stupid shit, they allowed George Bush to testify, not alone, with Dick Cheney and not under oath.
Wow.
It is the biggest farce.
I remember
Weren't they also running drills that day for these types of attacks?
No, that's 2 different things. That's NORAD. NORAD was asking because they were doing a similar drill about hijacked jets, which is also very suspicious, the timing of it, but it has nothing to do with the trade centers. It has to do with the fact that our air defenses were, in North America, were running a drill the same day of hijacked jets, which the odds of that happening also
are
is
astronomical.
Fucking insane. But that's
insane.
what an inside, by the way, inside job. It's not, no one's saying it's CGI. These are real planes. What we're saying is there's so much that had to have happened at once that it couldn't have been a bunch of guys in a cave with box cutters.
And the passports.
And the passports that everything else did. The buildings melted, but the passports were in pristine condition when they found them in the street.
In plastic
from the
bags,
planes.
yeah.
And it's so stupid. It's the plot of an Indian film, basically. It's the plot of a Bollywood movie.
Wait, they found the passports, or did they
Yeah.
get? I thought they would get the image from the passports when they scanned them through the airport.
No, bro, don't you remember the past? You don't remember any of this?
Well, no, I was.
You're the
I kind of blocked it out.
You're the perfect goat for this stuff. Yeah, they had found like Mohammed Atta and all. They had found their passports a few blocks away.
Okay,
pristine condition.
How is that possible?
But there you go. But at the time,
should
we
be
were in so much
incinerated.
shock. We were
Yeah,
in so
I get
much,
it. That's it.
We were in so much shock.
Yeah.
We all accepted this.
Yeah, that's why I probably blocked it out.
I know how they got the passports. Right before they hit the building, they're like, yo, in case we survive this, we're going to need our passports to get out of the country. So they tossed them out the window.
Guys, 2 years ago, during
roll down.
During the pandemic, 2 years ago, if you remember, they had convinced people that they're in danger when they're outside. They have to wear their mask when they're inside a restaurant until they sit down. When they sit down, they could take off the mask because then you can't get infected.
Correct.
But when you're moving around in the restaurant, then you have to put it back on. And they convince people of this, and people fought tooth and nail for this. You're standing up, put it on. People fought tooth and nail for this lunacy.
I remember
human beings are stupid.
I was about to call you George for some reason.
Airplanes, you're in the fuselage with everyone.
I went to restaurants.
Only take it out when you're eating.
I basically wore it just to go sit down. But then when I went to the bathroom and when I paid and left, I didn't wear it. I was like, fuck this
I
shit.
miss those masks.
I just wore them just to sit down and just so I could get to eat. And then, but as soon as I had paid,
went along with
I didn't give a fuck.
People are stupid,
Bro,
Guido.
I stood up to go to the bathroom. The looks I got, the dirty looks I got from people of like,
it was
like I'm Hitler.
Yeah.
Like you had a gun in your hand.
Like I'm the fucking biggest scumbag.
Because they told people you could be a hero if all you do is follow the rules. And like, dude, I'm such a hero. I'm putting this mask on when I walk around the restaurant. I'm coughing and yelling when I'm sitting down, but it doesn't count because I'm sitting down.
I looked at people in the eyes and told them, what?
You've gotten into arguments here.
I told them, what? What's up? You good?
All this to say, Guido, that's why all the stuff that we're talking about now is why it doesn't matter how much evidence you give people, unless they're told by someone that they have it, like the media tells them to trust, that they will not believe it. You could tell someone right now that water is wet. They can be like, I don't know about that.
But
Stephen Colbert didn't say it's wet.
Like that's
They're so fucking stupid, bro.
That's so.
Bro, do you remember Russiagate?
Humanity.
Do you remember Russiagate? Russiagate was the thing that was pushed by the media in North America, in all of North America, Canada and the U.S. about Russia switching votes and getting Trump to win.
Correct.
We find out that not only was that fake, the people that were pushing it, one of them was Hillary Clinton, were the ones that actually started this. Nothing ever happens. All that comes out is like, yeah, there's no evidence to actually back this up. This is kind of dumb. But no apology, no sorry, we made everyone angry. People still believe that Russia helped Trump win, which is crazy because that means that if you do believe that and you're saying that the election was rigged, you should be in jail because Trump said the election was rigged in Georgia, and apparently that's a crime.
Wow. Is he going to?
It's so crazy, bro.
March
It's so crazy.
2024.
Hold on, to say that it's rigged is a crime.
Yeah, Trump said that there was election fraud.
And
Trump said,
that is the
How is
crime.
that a crime?
He called them out on their dirtiness, and he got in trouble for it.
It's a crime because he was telling the truth.
Well, to me, I think every election there's fraud in every election. That's what I think. Good,
even
good,
in high school, fucking elections.
Speaking of
good chance trying to prove it. Good luck trying to prove it. But all this to say, it's all whatever the fuck the masses decide to believe. But it never goes with logic. It never goes with logic. None of this. The 9/11 stuff doesn't go with logic. The guy who had the fucking building said we made the decision to pull it.
The guy himself said it.
And they're like, nah,
so
it wasn't.
it's whatever narrative these giant companies want the people to believe to push their thing for whatever they need for what they got to do.
Sometimes you're not even trying to push something. You just don't want any trouble. So you're like, just say this so they get the fuck off my balls.
Yeah.
And people will just accept it even if it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Well, that was
Look
so
at
they
the
go
Ukraine.
after Iraq.
Look at the Ukraine. Do you remember how much they had to bend over and doctor the stuff to be like, wait a second, both sides are kind of bad, no? Because are the Ukrainians, don't they have like Nazi battalions? Why are we supporting Nazi battalions?
Oh, yeah, true.
They
I
had
forgot
do you
about
remember that? And they had to bend over backwards like, well, sometimes it's good to support Nazis.
No way!
It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of like crazy shit happening, the forest fires in Hawaii. Well, not the forest fires, the fires.
They ran out of water.
Okay.
You think that's bad? The worst thing that happened with the fires in Maui was when they asked for money from the federal government and they laughed at them.
No.
They gave him. Did you see how much they gave him something like ludicrous? And like, but you're giving trillions to the Ukraine. This is your own country.
Do you remember when Trump threw the paper towel at Puerto Rico? And it was like, because the way he did it was like, here, go clean up. I'm not giving you shit.
He was tossing it like this to people.
So they just did that to Hawaii?
Oh, they did worse to Hawaii because Trump actually gave shit to Hawaii. The government. They didn't say the government didn't give any help. They gave him, and then apparently the people that were in charge of Puerto Rico fucking siphoned some money, as you always do. You know, you always steal shit. But this is different. This is they didn't give them. They're giving money to the Ukraine, but they're not giving money to.
How do you run out of water? Isn't Hawaii an island?
Well, no, like drinkable water.
How about putting out a fire with salt water? I think it works.
I think that would be even better.
I think it works. I don't think...
actually, yeah,
because you
maybe
put
even
salt
better.
on a fire.
Well, they're saying It's a laser.
They ran out of water.
What's a laser?
The fires, what caused the fires, the destruction was a laser attack.
Oh,
Whatever
a bunch of
it
kids
is.
playing?
No, like satellite lasers, like HARP and shit.
Go fuck yourself, bro.
Because
You mean
there's
the laser pointers like at the concert?
Listen,
That's what I thought.
There's video footage of basically the destruction afterwards, and apparently something with the color blue.
I saw the blue thing. Look, that doesn't prove anything. Number one.
No, okay.
No, the blue thing doesn't prove anything. You
But
just
it is weird that some blue cars were unaffected.
No,
I wanna know
because
why
you
they
just
ran
saw
out of
footage
water.
of. You don't know where the fire really was. You don't know how those cars were affected. You know what I'm saying. So,
But everything around it is scorched.
so the cars could have showed up later because the
The blue umbrellas.
Good word.
No, like the tires were melted. Like there's
I
umbrellas
get it,
that
but
are
if there's
untouched.
fire, let's say if the laser doesn't hurt the blue, right?
Yeah.
If there's fire around it, the color of the umbrella is not going to help it fight against fire.
This is
I
what you're
understand.
following. This is some
No.
theory that you saw.
But it is.
That the
I'm-
everything
look,
that was
I'm
blue was
saying,
not burned.
I'm not saying whether this is true or not.
No. What I'm trying to tell you is, let's say
I'm just saying it's weird.
let's say that this laser, if it's blue, it doesn't hit you. Okay.
It doesn't burn it.
But if it starts a fire next to you, even if you're dressed in blue, you're not fire
But
retardant.
what I'm saying is, it doesn't start a fire. It just burns everything.
That's what I'm saying. But everything around it was on fire because if you burn everything, it's going to start
No,
a
it
fire.
was scorched.
Again with that word.
But we saw
Yeah.
footage of things. Everything was on fire. We didn't see it scorched. We saw it scorched
Everything
after.
was on fire.
But we saw the videos of everything on fire.
Oh yeah,
but
sure,
blue
there
is
were
not
videos.
fireproof.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's still weird.
Are you familiar with?
But it's not weird because I don't know that footage. Here's another thing about the footage is I don't know how real the footage is of when it was taken, what happened. It's easy to take stuff after and be like, look, it's blue.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
what,
I know.
you know what footage is real? The Indian landing.
Oh my god.
What was I gonna say?
You familiar with Billy Joel?
But apparently, wasn't there this? I sent you a video about it. Wasn't there this whole investigation? I think the Marines arrested some people because people were going down to Maui and they were doing some fucked up shit. Like,
Well, there is arson in Greece. They arrested last week when people were talking about climate change about Greece.
Yeah.
You know the new fires in Greece. They arrested 36 people. It was arson.
God damn.
I'm sure a lot of it is arson.
Most of it is arson. It's been happening. When I got baptized, I was 5 years old in Greece. When I got baptized in Crete, I remember looking at the mountain across in Crete, across my village.
On fire.
On fire. And it was the summer. And I was asking. And then I remember as a kid, they were talking about this happens every summer. People start fires.
But it's
and I could never in my brain, because I was too young,
I
I
understand
thought.
why what's happening.
Because I remember the forest fire bear.
Oh.
So in my head, I thought it was like accidents. People, I never, and now as I grew up, I realized that it's for real estate. Sometimes it's actual terror attacks. We've had it in Greece. It happens. There's a lot of Albanian and Turkish nationalists that do it. Sometimes Pakistani, like Islamic fighters, do it in Greece.
It's also very common for people. That's the accidents you talk about. They just burn garbage there.
So apparently,
in Europe too.
the United States Marines on Saturday arrested Deputy Administrator of FEMA Eric Hooks on charges of treason,
Oh,
alleging
FEMA,
a
that's,
34. What's FEMA, by the way?
They're the ones that like help when there's a Hurricane
yeah,
Katrina.
they're the ones that
yeah,
set
yeah.
up all the tents.
It's like a
and the
Red
camps.
Cross.
Alleging in a 34-page indictment that Hooks and his boss, Dean Criswell, ordered agents in Maui to deny fire victims food and water, to inhibit civilian relief efforts, to stop by any means.
FEMA is the
disgusting.
people that give.
So these are the people that are
food.
supposed to help.
Yeah.
That went there and they bamboozled the Hawaiians.
Well, you heard that they have that best alarm system, and they didn't want to ring it. You remember when the fire started? He didn't want. They
Really?
didn't ring the alarm.
I want
They
to ask
didn't.
some,
They didn't want to warn people.
and now apparently Oprah bought all kinds of property.
Well,
down
who's
there.
the most
Is that true?
famous?
I heard Oprah is buying up land like no tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
No, because no joke. I don't know if that's true or not, but in Greece, a lot of times what happens is these villages burn down, these little towns, and people die, and then you find out that right before the fire started, a big land manufacturer had bought the land
Yeah.
and they couldn't build
Well,
on it.
that's it. So
and then
now-
the fires somehow start, and then 2 years later, it's a brand new residential area for the rich.
There's two famous Hawaiians. What are they talking about?
The Rock.
The Rock
One of
and
the
Barack
first
Obama.
searches?
What's Barack Obama saying about all this?
Barack Obama is Indonesian, bro.
But
Oprah-
isn't he? He lived in Hawaii his whole life.
Oh, maybe he's gonna move there too.
Oprah Winfrey buys another 870 acres of land in Hawaii
Nice, support the locals.
That is a lot.
Is it
for $6.6 million, apparently.
chump change for
For
Oprah?
870 acres? What is that, like a fucking town, 870 acres?
God damn.
That's a lot, bro, 870 acres. But yeah, some weird shit happening. Weird shit happening in the world, bro.
I'll tell you. Seems a little gay.
It is gay.
That is the worst fucking segue of life. That's
guessing.
worse than all of my. That's worse.
I don't even
Guido,
know. I'm just guessing.
Than all of my segues combined.
I was worried. How are we gonna get
That is.
Today's top 5.5 gay icon.
now? You know, a gay icon would be what, like
Freddie Mercury.
Cher, Freddie Mercury.
Cher's not gay.
But she's a gay icon, like Liza Minnelli.
I don't know.
The gays love.
Tell me some other homosexuals.
But that's not necessarily a gay icon.
But if you're gay, aren't you a homosexual? Isn't it the same thing?
But no, but you're not an icon.
An icon. An icon is a symbol.
Icon
I see
doesn't
what you
mean
mean.
gay.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see
Okay.
what you mean.
All right, so go ahead.
All right, number 5.
Numero 5. Adolf Hitler.
Now, how does this make sense, Poseidon?
Yo, you saw that fucking the
He's
uniforms?
iconic.
The uniforms they all had to wear, bro.
Hugo Boss.
Okay, so I just
Hugo
realized
Boss.
something. He does not know what icon means or what gay icon means. I get it. Yeah,
No.
nah.
Honestly, this list is more to fuck around. There's no explanation.
I know,
It's
but
just,
I went
we're
with it.
fucking around.
I went with it.
Because Hitler was neither gay nor an icon
that's
for
the
the
joke.
gays.
I'm guessing he's
Well-
trying to say, was he like a repressed, like the guy in American Beauty Next Door? You know, so,
No, I don't think the gays will claim Hitler.
yeah.
But that's the joke. God damn it.
All right.
Number 4. You know you need to put a first name because we don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, is that
Neither.
Pierre?
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
I that one is. I
That makes
agree.
more
This
sense.
one's valid. He is a gay
Yeah,
icon.
he is a gay
This is an
icon.
anti-list. I was.
Yeah,
in
well,
I
that.
this
don't know,
one was
this is a
real.
Poseidon list.
This is a list.
This one was real.
That
yeah.
one fits.
This is a Poseidon.
But we don't know though. We don't really know.
Trudeau's a gay icon. I don't think you understand what gay icon means.
Okay,
He
do you know
was
what an
trying to explain
icon is? Like,
Oh yeah, you're right. The parades and shit. I get it.
to you. No, you don't
No,
get
no.
it. Please
Bro,
let him
an
explain.
Okay, so
icon-
what's a gay icon?
bro. The cross around your neck is an icon.
I
Yeah.
understand that. I know what an
Okay.
icon is.
So a gay icon is someone that gay people look up to. He or she doesn't have to be gay,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah,
iconic
yeah.
within
Okay,
the gay
okay,
community.
okay,
Cher.
okay.
Justin Trudeau, Cher, these are people that on
Yeah.
paper are straight, but
Yeah.
they are icons in the gay
I
community.
get
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see where I went wrong with the list.
You
this
see,
list.
so Madonna,
Just like how
she
I'm
gives
an icon in the black community.
Yeah.
I'm not black.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
she's
I
a
get
big
it.
gay icon.
I get it.
Yeah, Lady Gaga's not gay, but super
Yeah.
big gay icon.
Yeah,
I get it
Yeah.
now. I see where I went wrong with this.
yeah. You went the gay,
I was thinking like
but then
gay
funny
leaders.
because he's not
Yeah,
gay.
you were thinking gay leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of gay leaders, the
I mean,
next
speaking
one.
of gay leaders, let's go to the next one.
I
You were
mixed
right.
I mixed up leader with icon.
I mean, well, number 4 goes on either list. So
you
let's
messed
go.
up leader with kilometer.
Number 3, Chuck Norris.
Okay, we get this one.
Yeah,
it's
just-
funny because he's not.
Exactly.
Chuck Norris is not a gay icon. I feel like Chuck Norris, in my worldview, Chuck Norris is a gay icon, a straight icon, an American icon, a Canadian
an
icon, a
everything
black
icon.
icon. He's such an
Chuck
iconic
Norris
guy.
He's an
is-
iconic
Is an icon.
toupee
period.
man. He's a toupee
Chuck
man.
Norris
We
is a-
we accept.
You really think he wears toupee?
I know he wears a toupee.
You're
He
full
doesn't
of
wa-
shit.
Bro,
Chuck Norris doesn't wear toupees. The
toupee
toupee
wears
wears Chuck
him.
Norris.
You're full of shit, bro.
but that
Do you
joke wasn't
think-
even
you
funny
think-
in 2007.
You think you're
Go
gonna
fuck
you think
yourself.
you're gonna use this podcast as a platform for hate? Do you know that our a TikTok video got taken down? I swear to God, I got a notification from my
your
TikTok
video.
for hate speech.
What did you hate?
It was a video of you two dickheads.
What did we say?
What did we say? I don't
This is
remember.
not even a joke. Parents shouldn't bring their kids to Las Vegas.
No way.
That was taken down for hate speech.
No way.
Yeah.
What did we
Oh,
say?
because I said the word retard.
No, hate speech. It said because we said that we hate them.
what do
They're
we
taking
hate?
hate speech,
No.
literally. Things that you hate.
That's wild.
Oh,
That's
because
wild.
we called things we hate.
No,
oh,
no.
you said the word I hate when they bring the.
Yes, exactly.
So try to change the word hate to love.
No, don't try because it's just.
I can't believe that.
Number 2, Barack Obama.
I mean, he did marry a man.
Okay, so that's debated a
Yeah,
lot
I don't- I
online.
don't- I don't-
I thought that was like your conspiracy, and then like that pops up a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's why
does.
I made fun of it. I personally don't believe Michelle Obama is Michael and she's a man. Personally,
that was just a
But
misunderstanding,
it was
right?
It's
I
a
just
gag.
think she has an oversized clitoris.
a lot-
What's
I'm
the
the-
big
No,
deal?
I'm
What I'm
making
talking
fun
about-
of the people that have been saying this for years.
Here's what I'm curious about. What I'm talking about is because there's speeches where he talks about him and Mike
Yeah, I just
So
saw
two
that.
things.
Yeah.
Number one, is he calling her as a joke, Mike, because of Michelle, or is he talking about one of his friends in high school? Because he goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, in college, me and Mike.
Yeah, correct. It's
So
not,
do you-
Didn't he get his dick sucked by that guy that he did
one-
crack with
one
in
guy-
the
yeah,
limo?
that's it.
Yeah, but dude,
That
sucking one
politician.
dick doesn't make you gay.
No, he didn't suck dick. He got his dick sucked.
whatever.
But that
My
doesn't
point
make him
is,
gay.
One guy calls him
That
out.
just makes him. He masturbated
Whatever.
with the dude's mouth. That's
We're
not gay, bro.
We're
That's
not
not gay,
talking
bro.
about
That's not gay.
that particularly.
The team
It's
player.
a form of masturbation.
I get it.
If you
Also-
suck dick, you're gay.
But the whole him and Michael thing, I don't believe it. There's even like a Photoshop where it's like, no, I
you
don't
don't think
believe.
you don't think she was a man?
No,
I feel like
not
if
a
she
man.
was, we would have known.
Yeah,
Like it would have been more like
Yeah.
out there. Like I'm
Correct.
the first trans first
yeah,
lady.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they would have owned it.
yeah.
I feel like they would have been like, look how progressive we
Yeah,
are.
I feel like it's all just conspiracy.
I think
It
that's-
really
that's
is. I
the-
find
that's the
that
smoking
that
gun
one
in
is
that
very
conspiracy.
Though
absurd.
I did see Barack Obama. Who was it? Who the fuck was that was writing a book that said that apparently Barack Obama kept saying that every night I dream about banging a man,
What? That's suspicious.
but he doesn't do it. He says when he's banging, he thinks he's banging. Like not he thinks it's a man. Like he's thinking of being with a man.
Well, I gotta say,
I saw that recently. I forgot where I saw it.
Michael and I
have a dream.
How does Obama talk?
He's Martin Luther.
But this
Gay.
could all just be shit online trying to attack him.
It is. It's just.
This could all be a tactic.
I know this is just a
forgot
list
the
that we're-
Obama talk.
I'm tired. I was thinking of like an anti-list. I was tired. I mixed up icon with leader. We're just fucking around.
Because people might just want to attack him because of his history. Like no one likes a war criminal, so they might just be doing this because they don't like war criminals.
Yeah, no.
But you know what?
the Harvard
It makes
guy,
sense that he's a war
Audacity
criminal
of Hope. You remember?
And he bombed all those countries in the Middle East.
Yeah, no, he's a
because
war
they're
criminal.
all homophobic.
No, he is a war criminal. That's not even debated. The thing is, the definition that they're changing in the States is of war. Do you know that that's why? Do you know that I think from Bush Sr. till all the way up until Trump, except Trump, everyone before him, they're all technically supposed to be in jail
because they're war
because they're
criminals?
unjust wars, right? Because the way America's supposed to go to war, you're supposed to get the approval of Senate and the Congress, right? And they didn't do
Kuwait?
that. So no, you don't have to count them. We know
Yeah,
that unless
I'm
someone
saying.
really thinks that the wars didn't happen, that's another problem for them. But do you know why? Do you know what they're not officially considering them wars. That's why they're not considered war criminals. They're saying, "Oh no, we're not at war. Those were just conflicts."
Yeah, conflicts.
They're
Nice
calling
word.
military
Operation
conflicts.
Iraqi
Look at
Freedom.
these
Yeah.
sneaky,
Conflicts.
sneaky cocks. Like, you know what these are?
No,
These-
they're not.
these
They're not
are-
spy planes. They're freedom.
Yeah.
they're such- yeah.
Basically, these are
Reconnaissance planes.
These are weasels in power.
Yeah, because all those wars, since the ones we're talking about, are technically illegal under the laws of the United States of America because they're supposed to go through Congress and they're supposed to approve this. It's supposed to be the people, right? None of them were, but they're saying, no, you don't need to approve it. We're not really at war. These are not wars.
They're conflicts.
These are conflicts.
yeah. See, they
You
found the
and I,
loophole.
bro. The other day, we didn't get into a fist fight. We had an altercation.
Yeah, my fist ended up in his asshole for no reason.
No, that's it. That's
And I
you're
liked
right.
it.
Yeah.
They-
I was altercating his fucking prostate.
George Carlin had a famous bit about how the words change, and I bet you know, over time words change. The PTSD, it used to be called shell shock.
Yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder.
You know, shell shock. You still feel it, almost like you feel, and then eventually it become operational dysfunction. All the soul is removed from the word, and you don't know what it means anymore. Why are you laughing? You're thinking of the ICAC.
No.
again.
I want like an Italian politician to come out and be like, "Oh, what war, bro? We're in the middle of an altercation," or something. Just
Speaking of which,
This isn't a war, bro. It's just a bunch of soldiers, some bombs, a couple of grenades, a rocket launcher, too, maybe a fucking tank, bro. A
That's
couple
not
of
a
jets
war.
here and
we got
there.
Vinny with a bat, bro.
now you want a war. The 5 families. That was a war. The Genovese and Lucchese. Speaking of which, Poseidon perched himself.
WCW Nitro versus Monday Night Raw. Now that was
That's
a war.
Raw
The
is
Monday
war.
Night War.
Monday Night Wars. That's a war.
The destabilization of the Middle East. That's an altercation.
Yeah.
You
what
wanna-
are you gonna do, bro? It's not my fault. It's these sand dwellers, bro. They don't
Shit
agree to give me their
happens.
oil. They don't agree. They don't want to give me their oil.
Bro, they didn't like that. They told me they don't like the gabagool, bro. I took that personally.
You want to see a real war on a Sunday night? Me trying to eat at my mother-in-law's.
Oh,
That's a war. She can't cook.
the wife.
All right, carry on.
This bitch.
What's next on your list?
So who else is a gay icon, Poseidon? The number one gay icon in
Shut
Poseidon's
up.
I don't know why this is really
put it
funny
up.
to me.
And number one, Helen Keller.
This is the one I appreciated.
Like the whole list was the purpose of the list was for this one.
So for
This
all,
doesn't make any sense.
for all of those
Exactly.
who don't know who Helen Keller is,
But you
Poseidon,
know what? Pantelis, we're in 2023, and what do? We don't question shit.
what?
Do you even know who Helen Keller is?
Yeah, I
Yes.
was surprised he knew. That's what made me laugh.
She is a blind, mute, and a deaf gay icon.
Okay, he tricked you. That is not Helen Keller.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Who's Helen Keller? Oh no, you're fucking with me.
You're talking about Helen Mirren.
You're thinking of Anne Frank. She's deaf, dumb, and blind.
No, I was right. Helen Keller. Fuck you, bro. I do get them confused all the time. You piece of shit. You had me for a second.
How did she communicate? By Morse code or something?
She just made sounds.
Telephone.
Moaning sounds?
She moaned a lot.
Do you have a half? That's terrible.
Not right.
I don't condone this behavior. I condemn.
I'm sorry.
What was her moaning sound?
I would like to publicly. I am publicly denouncing the intellectuals. What is your half?
Do you like?
Do you have
like
a
when they
half?
would feed her? You know, like if they knew she liked the food. You know.
Do you have the half? Because you're gonna have to find a new job. You have the half.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
What's the half?
This is what ended the intellectual.
But it's funny.
All right, let's see what you're selling next week.
Scams. I'm gonna be like the Indians.
You're gonna have no choice after after this goes public. Ronald McDonald is your half, ladies and gentlemen. Gay icon.
Yeah,
Ronald McDonald, the McDonald's mascot clown that hasn't been around in 20 years.
Yeah.
They have discontinued him 20 years ago.
Well,
Can I ask why?
Because, you know, the makeup and shit, bro.
Wait, is that why they discontinued him? The makeup?
Oh no, because that's why he's a gay icon, bro.
Oh, because he was gay.
By the way, everything I do and that we do and say is just to make people laugh. It's not.
Oh no,
You're making a lot of kids cry.
Yeah, so the scary clown from McDonald's.
Would it be the first time I
believe
make
in magic?
kids cry?
Remember that? Remember Ronald McDonald commercials? Do you believe
Not really.
in magic?
I just remember that he always creeped me out.
There was a famous McDonald's commercial in Canada of Ronald McDonald
I'm still laughing.
skating with the kid. And who remembers this, guys? The Ronald McDonald skating around the pond with the kid, hockey, ice
Why
hockey.
won't he shut
McDonald's
the
commercial.
fuck up?
sorry.
Because he's thinking of Helen Keller moaning, being eaten out by.
I'm sorry, but it is funny.
So
Which
when
part? We don't know
when
what you're
she
on.
wanted
Everything.
when she wanted something, what would she ask for? And the fact that I keep pressing, I keep throwing him at, I keep. Look,
I'm sorry.
what do you? Okay, did you hear about this Spanish Soccer Federation president that they're all asking to step down because
I saw, and I'm very upset.
his mother's
I feel
on
like
a
they're
hunger strike.
I feel like they're overreacting.
But I found it interesting because when Adrian Brody won the Oscar for Best Actor for the movie The Pianist, it was presented to him by Halle Berry. He gets up on stage, gets the Oscar from Halle Berry, and just smooches her. And everybody claps and cheers.
And that's less.
Poseidon is still, look, he's convulsing.
And that's less crazy than what he did in Spain, because in Spain, they just won something. It's so. He's the one kissing them.
Yeah, look, that's like, they really want to take him down for this. You remember the Adrian Brody kiss to Halle Berry?
But this is sports. Look, for that kiss, Poseidon, look.
Tell you the truth.
He's the president of the Spanish soccer
Okay,
thing, of the women.
okay.
And the women just won the world championship.
Okay, tell you the
So
truth, though.
they said that he's a misogynist,
What?
sexual
How's
harasser.
that misogynist?
Look, he kissed her on the cheek. That's
the
all
way
right.
he's squeezing
There,
them.
he kissed her, but he kissed her like Michael kissed Fredo.
Yeah,
by the way.
he didn't kiss her romantically.
No, he
Yeah,
kissed
there
her
was
like the
nothing
kiss
romantic
of
about
death.
that.
They're not arguing that it was romantic.
No.
What they're arguing is that it was not consensual.
Should have been me.
What? Should have, yeah. They're arguing that it was not consensual.
But was she smiling?
I was talking about like being the chick.
Yeah. We got it.
Anyway, this guy's mother is on a hunger strike now
Why?
because they're
Because
asking
of what they're doing to her boy.
because of what they're doing.
So wait,
to
hold
him.
on. I know I'm fucking around.
Why?
I
Why
can't.
are
I
you-
can't ever take anything seriously because I'm retarded.
Deaf, dumb, and mute.
So they're attacking him because
Because of what we just showed you. Because when they won and he was presenting the medals, he was too handsy with them. He was hugging them, squeezing them, kissing them.
But I mean, it's a team. You guys won.
But yeah, he could have been going a little too far. He could have been going a little
Hold
too
on.
far.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did he get official complaints from the players?
Yes. At first, it wasn't the players. It was other players. It was like the Megan Rapinoe from the United States. She said he's a disgusting misogynist. I saw him kiss her, whatever. Then
she's a gay icon.
That's because she's jealous.
Okay. But then the girl who got kissed, she came out and said, "Yeah, I'm disgusted. It was was non-consensual."
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And then.
Well,
and
he's
then
done.
The guy was like, well, yeah, but you know, it was just the heat of the moment. I wasn't like I'm not trying to bang these
sexual,
chicks.
yeah.
Has he
It was
kissed
in
her
front
like
of-
that before? We don't know.
Okay, so listen, you
But did
fucking,
they win?
you
I
fucking
know.
idiot.
They
I'm
won the
saying-
cup.
They just won the World
Yeah.
Cup, Guido. They just won the World Cup. He's giving up the medals. It's his team. He's going fucking crazy. Have you ever? By the way, the guys, it's the same thing. Have you ever seen Greece winning the World Cup, the Euro Cup?
Yeah, no, I get
kissing each other, going
they're-
We
fucking
practically banged each other.
it's a
But that was not
celebration.
soccer related.
But my thing is, they have every right to do it.
Here's what the Spanish soccer thing did. They defended him.
Okay.
They said because the girls said we're refusing to play until he's fired, and then the Spanish soccer thing came. and
Okay.
said, we have evidence that it was consensual.
Wow.
That's all they said.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You see,
So
I just
now-
asked. Has he
Wow.
kissed
So
her
now
before?
I
And you're
love
like,
the Spanish, bro.
So,
So-
now I'm waiting to see what the fuck's gonna come of this. But either way, here's
look,
maybe
there's
they
two ways to
have a
look at it.
relationship.
There's two ways. No. I don't think it's a
doubt
relationship
it.
thing. I think you could see the guy he's hugging everyone.
Is
He's
he married?
I
Does he have
don't
a
know,
woman?
but you could. It wasn't sexual. You could say it's nothing sexual. That's not the argument here. The argument is just that it was not consensual. They didn't say he was trying to bang them. He's hugging everyone. Dude, it's his team winning. You're asking the wrong questions.
I get it. After a good podcast, we kiss non-sexually as well all the time.
That's what I'm. But
Celebrating
they
a
have
good
a right
podcast.
to complain about it. Is what I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, they do have the right to complain about it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You always have the right to complain. I'm a big complainer myself. The only thing I'm saying is, so on the one hand, everyone's like, yo, there's no difference between men and women, right? That's what we're saying, especially in sports. They're saying there's no. Well, now you're saying there is a difference.
I got it. The double
And
standard.
I'm not saying there isn't a difference. I agree there is a difference.
Double standard.
I'm not going to treat a woman the way I would a man. For example, ass smacking during sports.
Right.
I smack dudes all the time. That's
Yeah.
part of the thing.
Yeah.
If for some reason I'm somewhere and I'm playing co-ed,
Yeah.
I'm not going
You're
to
not gonna
smack the
do the-
chick's ass.
yeah,
right?
correct.
Now, does that make me a misogynist? Maybe. Maybe it does make me a misogynist. But I feel
Yeah,
like
because you don't treat them equally.
exactly. But I feel like I'll get in more trouble
You would.
if I would treat them equally.
because everyone's a hypocrite.
So now this guy, he's kissing and he's hugging, he's squeezing, going crazy the same way guys do. Like me, I remember we used to go far. I remember my players sometimes kiss him on the fucking forehead, bro. In
You're
hockey,
right.
On the lips, everything.
On the lips,
It kind of did look like one of those. You see that?
The forehead kiss, we would do it all the time.
Yeah. The goalies. fucking-
Yeah, you do all that stuff all the time. But if you can't do it to a woman, which I'm not saying you should, maybe you shouldn't do it. What I'm saying is then you're admitting that there is a difference. So let's just admit that there is a difference. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't.
yeah,
say,
you can't have both
You can't
sides
have
of
both.
the coin.
Right.
Yeah.
If they could find footage of this man when another team won of men kissing a man like that.
Well, no. Why would he be there? This is his team.
No, that's it. I'm saying they can't find.
No,
footage
but
of it.
you could find pictures. You could find videos of men kissing each other though when
Correct.
they win.
I'm just.
Pornhub.
Poseidon, you're gonna contribute to this episode at some point, or because for the last 10 minutes you've been on your own.
Why? What do you say?
For the last 10 minutes he hasn't been. He's trying to go
Poseidon.
back to.
I've just been.
Poseidon, what is the sound that she makes when she wants to eat something? Okay. Hulk Hogan, the great Hulk Hogan.
Hold on, before you go, you gotta keep talking about this Spain chick. We're not done with
Yeah,
her.
we're not
okay,
done.
okay,
we're not
go
done.
ahead.
Sorry.
Poseidon didn't actually give his 2 cents.
Yeah, please.
Uh,
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, bro. It's not that funny anymore. It was very funny before.
It was the way you were laughing at it.
Yeah, I know. I'm retarded. I
No.
apologize for my insanity. My 2 cents about this. Can I see it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look. This one.
That's
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
her.
join in. Sorry, I was in my own world, bro. I'm tired.
That's not her.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Oh, wow. Okay.
I hate it when they do this. They show stills. Just show the fucking video.
Yeah, the hug.
Oh, they're showing. Was that Macron? Was that kissing other athletes?
Okay.
Fucking misogynist prick.
Okay.
Is that Joanna Jacek, the fighter? Looked like her from a distance.
Is
Or
this,
these? No, these are the Spaniards. These are the team.
yeah.
Oh, that's the prince.
That's him.
Maybe.
That's the guy.
No, it's
How
not the
funny
same
would it
guy.
have been if they kissed on the lips?
It's this guy. It's the bald guy who's
Yeah.
kissing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Why does she look like a frog?
Wait, so hold on. So if you're a prince, you're not a misogynist for kissing athletes.
But I mean, if
Well, he kissed
If
on
they
both
hated it-
cheeks, right? Like you're saying hello to your
Yeah,
cousin at a
but he
wedding?
wasn't there during the
Yeah.
intense moment. Let's say.
Right. Right. Right.
So they're showing these videos, but they're refusing to show the.
so what they're saying is basically this coach assaulted the woman.
That's what they're saying, yeah. But I don't know what's true or not. Like I don't know what to think anymore, because I do agree. Like me, I don't want people touching me, but in the heat of this moment
okay.
and shit,
All right.
to the captain, yeah, he's like,
Okay, it was that part?
It's not erotic because his eyes were open.
No, it's not. No. I don't think anyone's arguing this is erotic.
What about the
they're just
hugging and
arguing that,
kissing on the cheek part? Were they mad at that?
They didn't mention that because I think that guy was the prince. So it's cool if it's a prince.
Just before. He hugged her and kissed her on the cheeks just before.
Yeah, they're mad at him. Everything.
But
They're
also,
saying,
here's the thing.
They're
Here's
saying everything this guy did
the
is
whole
wrong.
thing. Hold on. Here's the reason why people reporting on this are also pricks is because they slow down the footage, and I'm convinced.
Yeah, it looks much
the
worse.
footage slowed down looks a lot worse.
Of course.
I'm sure this lasted half a second. It was like
Yeah, no, you could see it. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just they're saying why did he manhandle her? That's what they're saying. He put
that's
his
manhandling.
Yeah, because he was so
It's close up
because he
the
picked them
captain
up.
of the team.
He picked them up off their feet. I don't know. Poseidon, what I'm saying is, if it was a dude, and you do that
There
to
wouldn't
dudes,
be. There wouldn't be.
there
No
wouldn't
issue.
be an issue.
There
is what
wouldn't
I'm
be an
saying.
issue. But
then again, maybe there should be an issue because guys and girls aren't the same. But then if you say that, that makes you a misogynist. But then if you treat them the same, it makes you a misogynist. So it's all. This is what I'm saying. It's a weird game now.
He's going to have to step down.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
He's
I
gonna
honestly
step
don't know
down.
because you could tell from the footage that he didn't do it in the sense of like to do it erotically or to fuck her or to make love. It wasn't like that. It was like
Doesn't matter. That's not what they're arguing. Though.
we celebrated and
They're not arguing that it was sexual. They're arguing that he did it without consent. That he touched him without consent.
The Spanish Federation there is saying, no, we have evidence to prove otherwise.
Yeah, which is also, I don't know what the fuck that means either.
Yeah, that's weird. That's kind
This
of weird.
is
That's
footage.
going full Spanish.
I think they have footage of a vessel landing on the moon.
Could you imagine?
Good Lord.
We have footage, proof, and then it's just
It's her
that Indian thing.
It's just Indian
no,
thing.
Can I have your bob and vagins?
No, it's her ass
They were
landing on his
fucking
dick.
on this. They were fucking on this.
Dude.
I don't know, man. Honestly,
Crazy though, eh?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on the matter. I just know he didn't mean it erotically. That's all I could tell.
Adrian Brody
Should you
meant
or
it
should you
erotically.
not?
When
Look,
Adrian Brody
personally-
smooched Halle Berry, it was not consensual.
Personally, if I was coaching the team, I would have banged all. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. But personally, if I was coaching, even in the heat of the moment, I would look to control myself.
In the heat of the moment.
I don't know, man.
Well, look,
But
man.
I'm just saying it's weird because I don't
It's
know.
weird.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I don't know is what I'm saying. Like to me, it just seems like he was excited and he was doing what anybody would do. I've been in those situations where it's sports or excited. You're hugging your kids.
Yeah.
He's not thinking of them as sexual beings. He's thinking of them as his teammates.
But then again, would he kiss a man on the lips if they?
I don't know. I don't know
celebrated?
if you would. Some people do. I don't. Like some people kiss. The way he kissed her is the way I've seen some people kiss their kids. In my
That's what I was
family,
thinking, like my niece, if
Yeah,
she wins.
But that's also weird. I always found
in
that
my
shit
family,
weird.
we don't kiss.
I don't
kids
do the kiss on the
By
lips
the way,
either,
when
no.
I heard of families like kissing on the lips, I always found that shit
Okay.
weird as
That's
shit.
So here's the thing.
white person
So me
stuff.
too, Poseidon. I'm with you. Me
Yeah.
too. But I'm trying not to judge because I know that a lot of people do it. I don't. In my family, that's fucking weird. We hug like crazy. I'll kiss
Yeah,
you
yeah.
everywhere. I'll kiss on
Yeah,
your head,
yeah,
on your cheek.
yeah. But the lips thing,
the
no.
lips thing to me is fucking crazy.
Because the lips is too.
Erotic.
No, not. It's not even erotic. It's too.
Wet?
No, it's too personal.
It's okay.
It's too now. Okay, now we're getting too close.
I
You
get
know
it.
what? It's like a line, and then like, hey, you're kind of starting to pass the line.
Technically,
You know
even
what I
when we
mean?
kiss on both cheeks, we're technically not kissing. Like it's
Yeah, we're
cheek
doing
to
like
cheek.
yeah,
There's no
I get
lips
it.
going
Yeah,
through
I
cheek.
know, I
You
know.
know who you kiss on the cheek for real like that? Your grandmother, or your
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
You know,
So, kissing a stranger on the lips, kissing your kids on the lips is a no-no for me. A stranger, personally, I would have found that weird. It's weird that he did that. It's
Well, if
weird
you
that that's
pay
what
for
he went
the
for. But also, you could
GFE
tell, it wasn't like erotic. It wasn't in an aggressive manner. Like I don't know, man.
It is weird though.
It is weird. I will admit, it is weird that that's what he went for.
I think
But
he's
you
not
can
gonna.
tell-
I think he's gonna step down.
You can tell that it's not with that intention.
Nobody,
feel me?
nobody seems to care though. That's the fucked up thing.
Yeah. And she came out after this saying like, yeah, it was not intentional.
After everyone made a big deal, she wasn't the first. Other people made it, and then she came
The
out.
American girl there.
Yeah.
She made it. Okay.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like somebody wanted to get him out of the way.
I don't even know.
No.
But the thing is, I still
Or am I
don't know.
going too deep?
I don't know if it's good or like I don't know if he's right or wrong because to me
I think it is what it is type of
in
situation.
it's just a
Europe-
mistake, but it's not
Yeah.
a we're quitting. We're never like he had no bad
it's
intentions.
not like he didn't kill nobody. He didn't rape
Europe
anybody.
is still kind of behind in this sort of stuff. A friendly tap on the behind means doing a good job. They're still doing that over there in Europe. That's why.
But that's what I'm
why
saying.
this is a thing.
Contextually,
I mean, Indian dudes hold pinkies and it's considered not gay. So I mean,
there's nothing
What do you
gay
mean they
about
hold
holding-
pinkies?
they hold pinkies.
Have you ever walked with your cousin
not
in
joking.
Greece? My cousin in Italy will hold me with his like a father brings a bride down the aisle, like that. Men,
Really?
heterosexual men walk like
Yeah,
this.
your cousin's gay, bro.
No, they do. It's very common. They do.
I don't know. You Italians are onto something
Oh, it's a
weird.
here. It says the guy from Mykonos.
I'm not from Mykonos.
He's from
I know,
Tirana.
I'd love to see you in Mykonos.
What's Tirana?
The capital of your country.
By the way,
Oh, fuck you.
I saw Poseidon the other day. I took a photo with him. You.
By the way, I have a question.
I took a photo with the god of the sea.
Nice.
He looked terrified.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Have you guys ever been unintentionally racist?
I've been intentionally racist.
Of course, but when it's intentional, it's like whatever. It's
I'll give you an
but
example. Yeah.
unintentional somehow.
Sure.
Unintentional somehow makes it worse.
Sure, it does make it worse. Like when you say, no, I have a lot of black friends. That's racist.
Yeah.
Or calling
Oh, you're
someone
back
an
on this? Hold on.
Oriental.
Well,
I
no, I'm
have-
just saying, like,
Indian moonlight.
Okay, let's play
They
this.
finally have
because I have a
footage of
story
the-
about the unintentional.
okay.
Oh wait, what? Oh no, I want to see this.
I have a feeling
I
this
wanna
is
see
going to be
this.
funny.
Are you crazy? You're fucking paranoid, you are fucking, you bloody, you bloody, bastard bitch, you,
They got lost in
bloody,
space.
fuck you, bloody, fucking mother, bloody, fuck bitch, fuck you, fucking bloody bastard, Benchwood, bloody, Benchwood, you bloody, bloody no,
Bloody no! Ah shit.
Yeah, that's.
You gotta love the Indians, bro.
Yeah.
So that's intentionally racist, which is hilarious. I love
Yeah.
it. But something
That wasn't
about
racist at all. That was
that was real footage.
real footage.
actually, yeah, you're right. It's not.
You can tell it's real because it's blurry.
But unintentional racism. Like a few weeks ago, I was in Canadian Tire to buy fly swatters, and I approached some black dudes working at Canadian
And you
Tire.
swatted him.
No, and I go to him. I go, yo, you guys, where's your fly swatters? But the guys they didn't understand English. They didn't know what a fly swatter is. So I go.
So Poseidon say, "Hey,
So they go, quoi? And I go, yo, tu sais les
Kill
choses là,
mouche.
tu fais sur les choses noires là. You know,
okay.
you're doing
So he's doing
so I'm
the whipping
You know the
sound.
thing going
Yeah.
on the black things because
Yeah.
I forgot how to say fly in
Okay,
French.
but so far you haven't said anything racist.
Yes, but I'm saying, yo, les choses, quand tu fais sur les choses noires là,
Okay.
on the black things, but it kind of sounds like, and then they were looking at me like, what?
Are you implying that you thought to him you sounded like whipping a slave, like
Yes.
in Django?
Oh, I
Yes.
didn't even catch that. Oh, that's so stupid.
I think he just found it
I don't
funny
think so.
that you were going
Probably.
and probably didn't even know what
But I
means.
felt awkward
Yeah,
after.
you
'cause I was
felt
like,
awkward.
oh fuck, did he? Because they were looking at me like
Yeah.
a bit pissed off too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, did he think I meant like that? Obviously, he didn't.
If you were a Canadian
But it
Tire
kinda-
asking
it
him where the
kinda-
watermelon was,
But it kind of
That's
makes it
racist.
seem like that, like with the whipping.
Yeah,
Les choses
I got
noires,
it.
and I was saying the black things.
I
You know,
don't-
you whip the black things.
I don't think.
And then I had to Google translate flies.
How do you not know moosh? What isn't it?
No,
moosh?
I know how to
It's
say
moosh.
moosh, but I had forgotten how to say it.
What
Sometimes
did
he
you
forgets
buy?
his words.
You said you ordered the fucking salt fly killer. Why'd you buy moosh?
Because my girlfriend doesn't want to use the
Salt
bug of
everywhere?
Yeah. So I got the fly swatters for her.
Well, you get them at Dollarama, bro. What are you doing? Going to Canadian Tire.
I paid $2.
Dollarama, it's $3.99.
What are you talking about? This inflation, it's $4.
Okay, I
said
wanted
the
to
same
talk
thing.
about Hogan for a second.
Okay, let's go.
The reason I brought up Hogan is we all saw him this week up and down interviews with Theo Von and Joe Rogan and stuff like that. And I found it interesting for probably the man. Here it is again with the. Are you getting?
I'm sorry, just because when I pulled up my phone to look at what I want to talk about next after.
And you saw him?
And I saw it was open on the webpage of Helen Keller, and I started laughing.
The eye caca. That's the same as the eye caca. So the reason I thought of Hulk Hogan is this guy is arguably the first famous T-shirt guy, right? Can we agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan made buying a merch T-shirt famous. I think from the 80s. He was the first. The Hulkamania shirt. Everybody wanted the Hulkamania shirt. It was the first. And Stone.
I mean,
Cold,
I wasn't alive back
and
then,
Stone
but
Cold
I'll
Steve
take your
Austin
word
is
for it.
probably the even bigger version. You know, like he took the Hulk Hogan stuff to the next level. Biggest wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
Now he's on Rogan. I guaranteed a guy like Hogan really takes into consideration what he's going to wear. He chose to wear a 316 shirt. Not an Austin 316 shirt, but the actual biblical 316, John 316.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess he could have worn a Hulk Hogan shirt. So it's very important for him to tell the world that he's.
What's the verse of 316?
316 is God gave a begotten son. Let's try again.
Hold on, Guido. Just I don't like to hurt your feelings.
No.
Speaking of Steve Austin, by the way, have you?
Hold on, before you continue, he's pissing me off.
Who, me?
Yeah. Are you saying that you find it surprising that Hulk Hogan went on with a giant
biblical shirt?
Okay, because you're like, wow, he's telling people he's a Christian.
No, I knew
when he's been walking around for millennia with a giant fucking cross on his chest.
No, I know that.
So then what are you talking about?
Okay, he's not that old, bro. Millennia.
Yeah. I found it.
But he's always had the Christian slant. It's not a new thing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. But I've never seen him wear a religious shirt. That's all.
It's because you're not looking hard enough,
brother. That's because you weren't looking for icons.
Okay, I'll tell you this other one then.
Have you heard? Hold on. Have you heard of Stone Cold Steve Austin's beginnings? How he started and shit, bro. The wackiest shit.
Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve Austin. Did you
Stone
watch
Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, he was stunning Steve Austin in WCW, and they didn't know what to do with him. Yeah. And then he came in as the
Hollywood
ringmaster.
Yeah, the Hollywood Blondes.
And the ringmaster with Ted DiBiase.
And then he decided to shave his head.
Then he went
Steve the Sneeze. They had the dumbest names.
He went to ECW when he got mad and he said, fuck this. And it was Paul Heyman and him that came up with the fuck you attitude. Yeah. And that's, boom, it was born.
But the name, how that came.
Well, he was having, drink your tea before it gets cold.
Before it gets stone cold.
That's what his wife said.
And he's like, stone cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember the video.
And then
that's the bottom line.
And she's like, why were the other names?
Awful names.
Yeah, like Steve the Sneeze.
Yeah.
And his wife was like, yeah, you have to quit wrestling.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bro, could you imagine if your name is Steve the Sneeze?
Sometimes stuff just falls into place perfectly, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. It could not work better for him. But yeah, that's it. I don't got much more. I know that we're gonna have another lockdown.
What's
I think
this?
Is that it?
This is Helen Keller.
Poor her.
Meeting Eisenhower.
That's how she communicated, by touching people.
Yeah, she's blind, dickhead.
See, nobody got mad at her.
What?
So
she kept her hands above the chest.
Two funny shit. Two funny shit I want to talk about.
Funny shit.
Two funny things that I want to talk about to you. First thing is I was at work and I go to the bathroom and this is hilarious. Guy. It was the wackiest shit. A competitor hired
Are you trying to say retard?
The guy is Downs adjacent.
Okay,
right?
A person from another company.
Yeah,
an employee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they hired him and they put him in the front to make sales. But the guy, he's adjacent to the Downs. And
you believe him
how
to
adjacent?
Like very adjacent.
No, like you're he looks that way and you're just making fun of him.
No.
Or,
Like he sounds like and he's like lost. Like he just doesn't know.
We're lost.
Anyways, you could tell, and they even told us that like they hired him because he had a condition.
Oh, like his condition makes him really good at selling cars.
No, they wanted a diversity hire.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, they wanted a diversity hire. This is why the company
no longer the bottom line, money anymore.
Yeah, so that's why that company is going in the shitter. We keep stealing their clients, which is hilarious. But anyways, that's besides the point.
So now this guy's in the
So
bathroom.
he's stealing them. He's leading them to you.
yeah, basically. He was a diversity hire. They put him in the front, but he was too... Like, he couldn't handle it, and he kept telling people wrong shit.
Yeah.
And it kept
What do
causing
you mean?
problems.
Please
Like,
say. Explain.
and they didn't tell me what, but like apparently it caused
How
big
were they
problems.
telling
Like-
you?
Like apparently he was... He was saying like apparently like yeah, you can bring it back even though it's a week rental, you can bring it back 3 days later, it's the same price. Like weird shit like that. So it was causing chaos.
Okay.
So they put him on the returns. They're like, fuck it, you just fucking checking cars, bro. I shit you not. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands after a shift or whatever. And I hear fucking club music.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
This is one of the amazing videos. I sent this, yeah. The wrist hard.
So this is the guy?
Look at his face.
This is the guy, bro.
He kind of looks like that.
This is for real. This is the guy.
Clean shaven.
This guy's name is Rick Bisbee.
Okay, but this is his like TikTok that you sent us.
No, it's not the same guy. No, it's
Okay,
not the
okay,
actual guy.
okay.
You actually thought it was the guy?
Yeah, I thought because you said there was music playing, and you said, okay, I thought it was this
No,
guy.
no,
this is a Latino
like,
guy.
There was like house music. So I walk into listen to this for a second because you're gonna die. I walk into the bathroom and there's loud house club music blasting from the stall.
Okay.
I'm like,
From the
what?
stall.
From the stall. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
right? So I wash my hands, this, that. And as I'm about to walk out, I hear the latch go click. This guy walks out with an entire laptop. Just music blasting. I don't know what
he's taking a shit and
I
watching.
don't know what
He's
the
watching.
fuck he
He's
was
watching something on his laptop.
He was probably
in-
watching a PMV.
What is a
PMV?
PMV?
Porn music video.
What is that?
It's a porn music video. That's what they're called, PMVs.
Oh wow.
It's
So
like
it's-
a regular music video, but everyone's naked.
No, it's basically
Okay, I get it. It's porn, but it has cool music.
It's quick cuts of porn, and it just
with good music.
with music playing.
Okay.
So
that's-
this guy straight up in the bathroom jacking it.
with a laptop.
Hold on.
And he walks out with his laptop,
Hold
bro,
on, I'm gonna
and
say
then
something
set
right
it
now.
on the sink and started washing his
In
hands.
his defense, you have no proof that he was watching porn and he was jacking off. He could have just
Who
been watching.
listens to club bangers in the bathroom?
This guy, he loves to dance. Look
Come
at him.
on!
He could have just been watching.
Who listens to random music in the
Daft
bathroom?
But who
Punk.
listens? Who watches music porn in the
I've
bathroom?
caught other employees of other competitors jacking off in the bathroom
How?
because there's a slit and you can see. And one guy
Why do
was
you keep trying to find dudes jerking off?
Well, because I want to go take a shit. So then instead of pulling on the door, I just go, oh, okay, there's someone there. And
I feel
one
like
guy
you're
was,
the problem.
Is there a
just tracking
single
dudes that jerking
handicap
off now.
by itself one?
No, it's that one. It's the
Okay.
single stall.
No, this is the only
one
single
urinal.
handicap there is this guy.
No, because I where I can I take that.
But yeah, bro, we got man's walks out, laptop and everything.
Don't talk like that.
Zero fucks.
Don't say that ever again.
Good for him.
I'm going to Toronto Saturday. I'm preparing.
What are you doing in Toronto?
None
Just
of your
vacation.
All right.
business.
No, I was gonna say the.
No, he's gonna go walk his brother down the aisle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What?
What?
Yeah, his stunt brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's getting married.
Yeah.
Good for him.
It is good for him because it is a gay wedding, and Poseidon is supporting his brother, which shows that he is a big man.
That's
Is
it.
your brother a homosexual?
Well, I wouldn't call him a homosexual,
Oh,
but he
look.
is gay.
Yes, he's very happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so bro, but I don't know. It was so wacky because you never think somebody like first of all just music blasting from a stall, and then somebody steps out with an entire laptop. Like you never expect that. You
Bro,
know
he
what
looks
I
like he
mean?
has Down syndrome.
No,
in this.
that's Hogan. Like when he had to get rid of the roids and he fucking lost a bunch of weight. He's very.
This guy looks
thin.
like he works at your competitor.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's
Hey,
employee
you know
of the
what?
month.
You know what? Actually, yeah. Well, he's wearing yellow too.
That
so.
is the best. Oh, I see what he did there. That is the best belt. That's my
big
favorite
gold
belt.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so nice that I thought of buying myself one just for
Yeah,
the studio.
I
here.
know a guy who has one.
So
He actually got out of work, walked to his car wearing it.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I love him too.
So that's
My
the
buddy
first.
Frank.
That's the first thing I want to talk about. And then there's another conspiracy online that I saw. I found this on TikTok. You know the guy that always goes, "Oh my days, I got you now."
No, who is that? What, is part of a show?
So it's a black dude that covers only conspiracy theories on TikTok, and he has like gold grills and shit.
Just so you know,
And he's from the UK.
I need you to understand this because I learned this the hard way too, and you're gonna learn the hard way too now. Because you keep doing this to me, but it's not your fault. It's the algorithm. You cater. What happens is the more you go on these apps, the more it caters to you, puts you down tunnel.
Your personal. Yeah.
We have no idea. A lot of times you think everyone's seeing them and no one's seeing them. It happened to me too. I kept trying to explain something to my wife. And she's like, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
And then I saw her stream of shit she was getting on her Instagram Reels.
Correct.
Two different worlds. I didn't even know that world existed.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard of this black guy.
It has become so,
So it's a black guy?
personalized now. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
So it's basically, I forgot his name. The bully, the backyard bully. some
Okay, I
shit
like his
that.
name already. That's a
Anyways,
badass
it's a
name.
cool name. It's a cool name. And he starts every video with, "Oh my days, I got your ass now." Like that.
That's
So he's,
amazing.
like, yeah, he's
Just
dramatic.
like-
So he's very entertaining.
Like
and he's
hidden
very-
camera footage?
and he's captivating.
He's
No, 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 no.
British.
Of like, and he always covers conspiracy theories. Of like, look at the proof, right? And some of the stuff he covers is like,
That's
okay,
not
bro,
proof,
whatever.
bro.
But then some of the stuff he covers, it's like, that is kind of suspicious. I'll give it to him. There was this one that he did recently, and he goes, "Oh my days, I got your ass now, P Diddy, or should I say Puff Daddy?" You know, and he goes, you know, the whole Jamie Foxx thing that happened, basically.
The stroke, the vax stroke.
Yeah, well, apparently it has nothing to do with that. Apparently, Puff Daddy or P Diddy was organizing
Sean Combs?
naked basketball games.
What?
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
So Sean,
Before we go any further.
Admit you weren't expecting
Hold
that.
on. Before,
Admit
hold on.
you weren't expecting
Before
that.
we go any further, are you trying to tell us that Jamie Foxx was injured in a gay naked basketball game?
So apparently, and these celebrities have all been paying like $1 million each per game.
but to who?
To Puff Daddy, because he's the organizer, to basically play naked basketball games.
With who though? Who's playing?
I don't know, other celebrities.
They're naked too.
They're all naked. They're playing naked basketball.
Is what's his name? Like any LeBron James there?
Adam Sandler.
And apparently,
Adam Sandler?
but apparently he tricks some people, and apparently he had tricked Jamie Foxx or some shit. And then like when he got there, like
He made him take off his clothes.
he's
and
like,
nobody
all
else
right,
was
all right.
naked.
And then everyone,
He's
yeah,
like-
apparently he showed up and everyone was naked. And he's like, all right, yo, what are you doing? You got to get undressed. And he was like, yo, what? I never signed up for this. I thought this was like some exclusive basketball shit. And then like,
he clocked him.
and then like, apparently he was gonna come out with it or whatever. And then like that's what happened.
Maybe
this
that is the dumbest
Yeah.
thing I've ever heard, and yet
how entertaining is it?
it's very entertaining. But imagine that was the case. And what you think? So he got the shit kicked out of him, so he doesn't talk.
Some shit like that, or
It's
they
really-
tried to assassinate him.
It's really too far fetched.
It is far
really-
fetched.
Because now that he's
But
alive,
it's
wouldn't
so
he say
far
it?
fetched. It's so far fetched.
It makes you
It may
compelled.
be true because, bro, crazier shit has happened in
Dude,
this
I
world.
love black conspiracy theories. They're better
I
than
know.
the,
There's one now about That's So Raven. You know That's So Raven?
that girl, yeah.
She's really, apparently Whoopi Goldberg is really mad at her for exposing their love affair. What? Yes.
Bro, the world is wacky. The more you look into it, the more confusing it
Isn't that
gets. That's why
great?
sometimes I have no energy. My brain is fed all this nonsense.
Yeah, you have to
And then I
sometimes
go,
take a breath.
And then plus the chaos at work.
Watch
plus
Fast
running-
Cars sometimes.
Plus running around. What?
Watch Fast Cars videos.
I do.
Okay.
That's what I do to chill. Or the biggest I was gonna say medicine, but the biggest like relaxer that I have,
Relaxer that you put in your beard?
a relaxant,
Okay.
is RTS games. I play RTS games.
Real time strategy.
I feel very relaxed
game.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that the Réseau des Sports?
It's a real time strategy.
And especially, I
RTS.
feel the best when I commit.
Murder.
Atrocities.
No, what's the word I'm looking for?
War crimes.
No.
Adultery.
Genocide.
There you go. Thank you. When I commit genocide
Oh,
in
yeah,
these
you
games.
did. You told me you had that
So,
game
like, 'cause
like
you
The
know-
Sims where you just killed all of Greece.
But because there's it's total war because there's different nationalities and races. So like sometimes the vampires they try to think they're fucking cool and shit, right?
There's vampires in Total War.
Warhammer.
Oh.
Yeah. So like they
Isn't
think
that,
they're fucking cool, and then they're like we're gonna eat you. We're gonna suck your blood.
And you're like, I'm gonna suck your dick.
And then I'm like, daylight, bitches. And then I fucking eradicate them.
You just make the sun come out.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the sun gonna come out anyway?
No, because what they do is on the map is when they take over a place.
And if the sun comes up tomorrow,
basically they have not cloud machines, but they have dark magic, and basically it covers the sun.
What's your
So you just go and get rid of that cloud?
I go and I kill their cities. I take over their cities, and it disappears. Or what I'll do is I'll pretend to attack one of their cities, and then I'll draw them into mine. But then I have another army waiting in ambush.
Wow.
Right by the city. So then they come, but now they're exposed in the sun. So they start getting attrition on their army. So they start losing units.
Attrition.
But then by the time they make it to my city, I have an army waiting in ambush right next to the city. So now I got the army of the city plus the army that is waiting in ambush. So then when they attack, bro, it's game over. And then I do a counterattack with the other army that had tricked them with, you know? And then I go in and I go bada boom, bada bing, right? And I fucking paf.
Okay.
Right?
I still got to get myself a PS1.
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah. Which one's the one that came out with the Spider-Man 3? That was the one I was supposed to get.
Spider-Man 3?
What? It came with the same logo as the Spider-Man, the Sony. The third, PS3 and Spider-Man came out at the same time. They had the same logo. I remember that. For some stupid reason.
Well, they didn't.
Okay.
Spider-Man,
now I have to find it.
Yeah, he had to convince me for a second.
That the logo of the PlayStation 3 is the same logo as the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
No, you're confusing because it's Sony that did.
No. It was Sony that made Spider-Man.
Yeah, but Sony also makes the PlayStation. You're just confusing both.
I'm just saying.
You're confusing. You're.
I never
two
said I'm
Sony
not
products.
a confused person.
Hey.
Sexual healing.
So yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know.
Well, we're good. That was a good episode.
If you're gonna take something away from this, if you're gonna take anything away, the moon landing is fake. 9/11 was
Poseidon
an
doesn't know
inside
what
job.
a gay icon is.
And I don't know what a gay icon is. And also, Puff Daddy organizes naked basketball
that's
games.
what I was going to
Only
say.
take that from this episode. That's the most important
It's
bit
so
of information.
sad that Charlie Murphy's not around anymore because he would have been great at telling that story.
Oh, the gay
The
basketball.
gay basketball game.
Dennis
Now, they
Rodman's
come-
allowed for free every game.
Is that a real theory?
No,
that's why I wanted to
I
ask
just
about
added
Dennis
Dennis Rodman,
Rodman.
but the whole Jamie Foxx thing, apparently it's a real theory online. Search it up.
The Poseidon on IamPoseidon.com. Follow Guido Grasso JR on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter. He's apparently updated his profile
Yeah, a little
picture.
bit. Yeah. I've been trying. I want to give a shout out to a guy named Sofian. I forgot. This beautiful kid went to Italy and asked me where to go in Naples, and he sent me a picture of a sfogliatelle. I forgot to say something.
Guido sent him somewhere, and he sent him a picture of being held hostage with
in Naples by the Camorra. Yeah. Oh, and
I want to give a shout out to Puff Daddy.
Yeah, and that was fun. That South Side, by the way. Nice
Shout
people.
out to my Indian astronauts. Keep it gangster.
Thank you, everybody.